What's going on, everyone? Back again at the Outsider's Edge, and today I have something a little special for you. This week is actually spring break where I'm at, and so I took vacation, and the family and I went to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. It was our first time ever going, and I gotta say, if you have time or the advantage to go, go. This town is very unique, kind of majestic like. I mean, it's hard to explain, but man, I loved it there. It was just so different, but in a good way. But what really took us or made us decide to go there was to go on a ghost tour at the Crescent Hotel. And if for those of you that don't know, the Crescent Hotel is probably, I know it's one of the most haunted. Some say it's the most haunted hotel in the USA. So, and whenever we went there, they had a gift shop, and I did get a T-shirt. I like this one here because of the type of wash or the tie dye, I guess you'd say, that it had on it. And I like the print on the back just because it had the ghost. It kind of tied in with the reasoning. And then the front just very generic, as you see. So but I also got this magnet to go on my fridge in the garage. So I have a mini fridge that I keep stocked, and anytime we go places like this, I just like to grab something like this, so it kind of as a memento to remember. So that's what I got from there. And then our next spot, we hit up. Now there's tons of stores throughout, the whole town. There's actually two main streets that you walk down and or walk up, I should say. It's kind of like it reminds me of San Francisco. I've never been to San Francisco, but that's kind of the vibe I get because of the streets can be so steep. But lots of gift shops and just different types of novelty type stores. Now this one is called T-Shirt Emporium. Um, they didn't have a site that I could find, but out of all the T-shirt stores, I thought this one was the best because they had lots of different unique shirts that was funny. I'm big into Bigfoot, and they had tons of Bigfoot shirts, hats, and just different like cups, mugs, shot glasses, and stuff like that. So I bought this item, which is this I believe in Bigfoot, and then it has Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And I ended up going back and just getting a Eureka Springs like hoodie, just something to have as far as a shirt with the name. But this is pretty cool that I liked a lot, so you should definitely check them out. And then just probably a spot or two down from them, we went up to this. What caught my eye was these metal lunchboxes in the window. And I have a few just here and there that I collect, but I was like, man, those are something different that I've never seen. And I looked up, and this spot was called Packrat's Paradise, so I had to go in. And something they had outside was like the metal street signs, and I think one of them was like a Bigfoot crossing, so I thought that was pretty cool. But again, bunch of novelty knickknacks. They have a ton of metal signs, so if you're into like, just signs to put up in your man cave, that's something they had. But what really caught my eye were all the different metal lunch boxes they had. So, they had between the NASA, which I regret not getting now, but, King Kong or Godzilla vs. Kong, the Great Zoltar, and then this cool alien one. But very, very unique, and this is actually the one that I picked up. As some of you may know from watching my channel, I'm a collector of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. So as soon as I seen this one, it was a no-brainer. And so it's got the Jurassic Park, just the classic logo on the front. It's got just various different Jurassic Park and dinosaur images on the side. Then the back has my favorite scene, which is the T-Rex, to me, taking dominance, at the end. So I just, it was an instant buy. Again, it's called Packrat's Paradise. And yeah, these were 17 bucks, so pretty cool. So go check those out. All right. Next up, so they had about 4 different candy stores, I would say, maybe 5. But there's one that was really good that made a lot of handmade stuff. But the one that I liked the best was called Sugar and Spite, and they had a bunch of the older candies that you couldn't really find. Like my son was looking for the candy cigarettes, and they had them. And they also got in candies from other countries, and then they had different collectibles, posters. Just they had some of the Lunchbox tins on their website. I didn't see them in store, but they seemed like a hot item because the way that they talked about them on the website. But I ended up getting this Roddy Piper all out of bubblegum soda. So I've actually been trying to find this for quite a few years, and there's a place here in Oklahoma where I live that I'm pretty sure they carry it, but it's up by Oklahoma City, and I don't go there too often. But whenever I seen this, I had to definitely pick it up. So, and I'm just going to leave it as is. So it's going to stay in the bottle for display purposes. So pretty cool. So a little bit down was a place called GameMakers, and they specialize in like board games. So any type of just boxed table games that you and the family can play together. Or they actually carried tons of Pokemon cards and Magic the Gathering, if you're into that. I've actually never seen as many unopened Magic the Gathering packs in one spot. And when it came to the Pokemon, they had so many different ones to choose from. And I thought my son, he collects the Pokemon, but he was more worried about other stuff, I guess. But I went to the back of the room, and they had this huge Funko area. And as you see, they had 2 pretty big shelves of Funkos, just different varieties. I'm kind of regretting not getting the Ninja Turtle giant size pins, as well they have the Loungefly bags. So, and the girl told me that they're actually expanding that area to get more Funko in. So, I'm definitely going to go back to Eureka Springs. So I can't wait to see, what that becomes of once I do get back to that area. So pretty cool. She did give me a hint, because I was looking for Marvel cards, and she said no, but this place next door, she said they may have something. You'd really like this place. So I was like, all right, cool. It was good that she actually, even though I didn't buy anything, that she, directed me on helping someone else out in the community. So I went outside and went to the next spot. And now I did my research before we went, just kind of get an idea of like what's there. And I did come across the store, but I actually didn't find their website till after I went. So everything that I found was kind of like vague. I seen the logo when I was walking up, and I was like, there it is. And then I looked in the window, and what caught my eye was this gold just gleam, and none other than C-3PO, like a full life-size bust. And I was like, holy shit, this is the place. And in the other window they had Darth Vader. So I was like, oh, and they also had like a setup with like a crate with different, I think there were some Motu figures, maybe some vintage type Star Wars. But I was like, okay, this is definitely my place. So I go in, and I was just so overwhelmed on the stuff that they had. I mean, it was all old school collectibles, action figures, stuff that I had as a kid. Um, and then they had some newer stuff too, but I mean, as you see here, I mean, what really caught my eye was the Thundercat original carded figures, and then they had some cases of just open stock, and I mean, stuff that I collect. So you got, the Ninja Turtles. I seen some Masters of the Universe, even though I don't collect them, but I mean, they had a big case full of that. Another case, they had some wrestling figures with a bunch of other, like I think G.I. Joe. These are just a few pictures of stuff that I've seen, while I was in there. But, I mean, this doesn't do any justice as what this store has. I mean, I would definitely check this place out. And they actually had this signed Jordan jersey. I think it was like $2,500 that my son went crazy for. But I took lots of other pictures, but these are just a few of what I figured I would share. But definitely go to this place. I mean, people were so nice, the employees, and it's just crazy the atmosphere. Because like me and this dude clicked, and we were both kind of in the same like awe. And my wife was giving me a hard time about me clicking with this guy, and I was like showing him stuff, and he was like showing me stuff, but. At the back of the room, they had like video games, just vintage type video games, and I mean they had a little area that had books and comics. But I don't want to take away from what this guy does. Like the owner, I believe his name is Jayme Brandt. He's actually an artist, and he's very just one of a kind work. I've never seen anything like it. So check his page out, look at what he has to offer, and he's more than just the action figures. I mean, I could tell that's his passion. So definitely look at that page. So that brings me to my Funko Grail haul that I finally checked off my list. So we'll start off with this Thundercats Snarf. Now, as soon as I got home back in town, I went straight to Walmart and bought the protector cases because these are definitely protector worthy. So next up we have Cheetara. Now these came out whenever it was kind of before I really got into collecting, so I missed out on this full wave. But when I looked in the case and saw these, I was just like, my jaw dropped. Then we have Panthro. And I did see these on their website because, like I said, I Googled different places there. And, I mean, Google's not really up to date, but I wasn't sure if these would even be there, to be honest. But then we have Mumm-Ra. And finally, the one and only Lino. Now this is just the common. It's not the I think metallic exclusive, but still awesome. I mean, these things are in pristine condition. So when you look at it on the back, has all of the full first wave. Now I do have the Tiger that came out, a couple years after, but I was so mad that I didn't get these, early on, or I wasn't collecting early on, but I finally can say I own the Thundercats Funkos. So let's take a look at these all together, and man, I'm definitely going to have to do some rearranging. So but all the places that I mentioned, I'm going to put their links in my description, so please check them out. And when it comes to the T-Rex toys, is where this was from, they do have an online store, and so I would definitely check them out for sure. So, alright, that's all I have today, and thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.